Beats of battle sing to the clashing of steel, till all the mountains lie broken and bleeding from wounds that no magic can heal. Go, my child, to Skyrim. So this is my home now. This little house in a country I barely know. I don't feel much like settling down here in Iverstead, but I suppose at least I can store away some things that I don't want to carry with me all the time. What's going to happen to Mother's farm back in Bruma? What's going to happen to Mother? I shouldn't just sit here and brood. We need to get moving. We're still gonna go ahead and go up that mountain today. Meet the Greybeards, hear what they have to say. I suppose if we're going up there, I should probably wear a cloak. Come on, Inamla. We're leaving the horses behind. We're just gonna walk. And perhaps take a little bit of time along the way to meditate on the emblems again. See if they have any new wisdom for me. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. It occurs to me that it must have been weeks since the Thalmor discovered the shrine back home. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. The last letter I received from Mother was in response to the one that I sent from Dawnstar. So it had to be sometime between then and when I left Morthal, I suppose. Oh, whoa. Okay, that hurt. Potions. At least I've got plenty of potions. I can only hope that Mother thought to burn the letters I sent her, or get rid of them somehow so that the Thalmor wouldn't get their hands on them. And then, of course, there are the letters I've sent since then. Oh. These things are irritating. If the Thalmor have any of my letters, well, it won't be too hard for them to find me based on them. And great. To be honest, it probably wouldn't be too hard for them to figure out what's been going on and what I've been doing. Oh, well, that was pointless. Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices. But the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Well, if the Thalmor come for me, then I'll deal with them as best I can. I do have the voice after all, though I wonder if the Greybeards would consider that an appropriate use of it. This had not fallen the last time I was here. We'd better be careful. Another emblem. Emblem 4. Kine called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. Wasn't? Ooh. Yes. Anumla? How do you feel about fighting a troll? Last time I snuck around it, but I don't know. Today, I'm feeling a little bit more like I need to kill something. Let's see, maybe we can sneak up on it. And perhaps it would be best then to use these bolts. They're a little stronger. There, it's still here. Wait. Some kind of poison. Do I have any poison? Frostbite venom's probably not going to be very helpful. Maybe slow it down or paralyze it. I think damaging its health is going to be more important. Missed. Coming down. Still hasn't seen me though. It knows what direction we're coming from anyway. Ah. Well, that wasn't so bad after all. Of course, if I had tried that the last time I came up here, it probably would have killed me and eaten me. Ooh. No thank you to that, but I'll take this pelt. And there's another emblem. We must have missed this one before. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world. Alduin. Proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were many-fold. Alduin. I don't understand. I thought Alduin was another name for Akatosh. Maybe not. I don't like this rain very much. I wish it would stop, or better yet, turn to snow. I think I'd prefer snow at this point. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Withdrew, or according to Delphine, were all killed. I'm not sure what to believe about that, but I did see a dragon bursting out of its own grave. So I suppose Delphine has a point. It's another tree that hadn't fallen last time we were here. Oof. Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller, now I understand who he is, began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. I keep hoping that drawing out my sword will maybe warm things up a little bit, but it doesn't really help. And it's just getting colder the higher we get. But soon we'll be inside. That would be nice. Talus. If the Thalmor had their way, they'd probably march all the way up this mountain just to tear that statue down. Emblem 9. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. And one more. Emblem 10. The Voices worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. But the question is, what is true need? What would the gods consider true need? Perhaps the Greybeards know. Then again, perhaps they don't. Perhaps they are as confused about all this as I am. I guess we'll find out. Well, I think I'll just put down my shield and take off my helmet. I don't need to come in here looking like I'm ready for battle, after all. This is supposed to be a place of peace. Even if I don't feel terribly peaceful right now. Well, let's find Master Arngeir. Hello.
You've retrieved the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller.
Yes, here it
Well
is.
done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
To recognize me formally? What does that mean? Arngeir?
First, Master Hrothgar will teach you the final word of unrelenting force. You are ready.
All right.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
Da.
Master Hrothgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
Thank you, Master Hrothgar.
You have completed your training, Dragon. We would speak to you.
Speak?
Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards. You are ready.
Ah!
You have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Thank you. But I don't understand, Master Arngeir.
Wind guide you.
What was that ceremony all about? You were shouting at me.
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
I see. I recognized a few of the words, names, I think. I heard Ysmir and Shore. I think something about Atmora. But what was it that you actually said?
I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shore, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, a dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
I'm not sure what to make of that. I mean, those words were intended for Talos. Well... I do want to learn more about the way of the voice. Is there more that you can teach me?
You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thum resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search.
That seems fair enough. So do you know the location of any more of these words?
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Thank you. But there's still so much that I don't understand. Have you learned anything about why the dragons are returning? Do you think it does in fact have something to do with me? I've met an ally, I wouldn't exactly call her a friend at this point, but someone who thinks she knows something about it. Still, there's so much that I don't know.
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
I'd rather my path be clear now. Patience, I suppose. You've told me a little bit about your order. Can you tell me more about the Greybeards?
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jurgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why is it that the others don't talk, except just now when they shouted?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
You tell me that my path will be made clear, but do you think my path is to follow the way of the voice? What more can you tell me of it?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Balance. Row? Was that the word that means balance? So do you think now that I could meet your leader, since you have acknowledged me as Dragonborn officially?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
I see. Well, thank you, Arngeir.
Sky above, voice within.
I need some air. Which way was it to the courtyard? Up here? was hoping that coming back up here to meet with the Greybeards, to return the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, well, I was hoping that they would give me some idea of what I'm supposed to do next. But I'm just as lost as I was before. More lost. I can't even go up to meet their leader and see if he has any idea of what I should be doing. How I should be serving the gods. Perhaps what I need is more meditation, as Master Arngeir seems to suggest. My path shall be made clear. Right. What path? The path that I had been on is gone now. How can I serve the gods? When serving the gods just leads to having everything taken away from me. Alright, let's... Yes, follow his lead. And practice this new shout. Well, this last word of the shout that they've granted to me. The voice should be used to serve the gods. I think I know what I'm going to do. To serve the gods, to serve all of the gods. I have to confront their enemies. And who is the enemy of a god? The Thalmor. I'm done hiding from them. I'm done running. I'm going to take the battle to them. I'm going to make sure that Talos is restored. And that all those of us who remain loyal to him are safe and free to do so. This is what I'll do to serve the gods. And maybe, if I succeed, then it will also be a way for my mother to be safe again, for Brother Roland to be safe again, for all those friends back home who have been captured or who have been forced out of their homes and into hiding, will be free again. That's how I'll serve the gods. Talos first among them.